Hi Pisces, it's Suzanne here to do your weekly reading for October 21st through the 28th. All right, so this week we're going to look at what went wrong. Okay, so if you are in a great place with your connection or your relationship, then this reading probably isn't for you, okay? But we're going to just take a deeper look as to what went wrong in a connection that you might have. All right? All right, so up here will be what went wrong. And the second row, we'll take a look at, can it be fixed? And just so you know, the November readings will go out a little later this week, probably around midweek, so you can look for those too. I love these cards. These right here, these two decks are my favorite decks. It's the Thelema deck and the Arcanum deck. All right, and they match so nice with my table. I just love it. Okay, I'm so all about that stuff. All right, so let's take a look. Five of Swords. Okay, so that indicates, conflict, defeat, a fight, an argument, all right? What's next to it? Okay, so, and this can be between two people, okay? It can be an argument or a fight between two people, but it can also be somebody that is fighting themselves, an internal fight, all right? And it could be an internal fight about a choice that they need to make, all right? The Two of Wands, unlike Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands, the decision really is pretty clear to that person. They know the direction they want to go in, okay? Two of Pentacles, they don't. They're juggling two ideas, two people, two situations that they don't know what they want to do with, all right? And then we have the Ten of Cups. So, you know what this feels like? This feels like it is either inner conflict or an actual argument about what each of you feel is the Ten of Cups. This is complete emotional fulfillment. It could be that one of you, wants marriage and kids and the other one doesn't. Or one of you, wants to, move for a job and the other one doesn't. One of you, wants to live in California and the other one wants to live in Texas. It feels like something big, and I don't think it was like a knockdown, drag out fight. It was like a disappointing conversation is what I'm feeling. Like you kind of found out that you might not have been on the same page with somebody about major life decisions. Strength. All right, so Strength is Leo, okay? So, you might be dealing with a Leo, all right? But the Strength card, can mean a few things. Like somebody, could be holding back aspects of themselves, aspects of what they want, in other words, being flexible. Because strength, just like a tree, the main stem of the tree has to be very, very strong, but the branches have to be flexible so they can move in the wind. So, there's an equal need for strength and flexibility when this card comes up. All right. And then we have the Queen of Swords. All right. So you can't lie to the Queen of Swords. Okay. And so, you might be dealing with an air sign, you might be dealing with a fire sign, or you might be dealing, with a Leo specifically. I feel like this was kind of like a coming to Jesus talk. It might have been, again, it might have been between the two of you, or this might be somebody that has pulled away from you because, they're aware of what 10 of Cups means to you, but they might not have shared with you yet what 10 of Cups means to them. What creates, complete happiness and emotional fulfillment for them. All right. So what am I going to do? I'm going to clarify, but I'm going to use the Lenormand deck to clarify. So that's a little bit different. So what do I want to clarify? I want to clarify the Five of Swords, the Two of Wands, and actually the Queen of Swords. Five of Swords, Two of Wands, Queen of Swords. All right, so the Five of Swords clarified by the house. All right. The Two of Wands clarified by the whip or the broom. And then the Queen of Swords clarified by the fish. So what are we looking at here? The house is it's about stability. Okay, so somebody here, defines 10 of Cups as stability. This this whip here, I just want to take a look at something real quick, because I've got a few Lenormand decks. Yeah, so I'm just going to read you this card, okay? Be warned of high temper. I bring conflict and strife. You will find me in competitions because I work with repetition. Arguments and quarrels are my patent, but I am not always a villain. I can be found in the gym or in a lusty bed on a whim. Okay. So, all right, so this is not sitting next to, a negative card by any stretch, all right? So, but it is representative of arguments, and so is the Five of Swords. All right, so I feel like this is clarifying that there is an argument or a disagreement over what each one of you feels is stable, how you define stability. And one or both of you are, I feel, taking some time to decide, what is it that I can compromise on? What is it that I'm not willing to give up? And it's not a coincidence that we got the fish here when we have the house, because the fish is about prosperity and money. All right. So I feel like somebody here, Queen of Swords, was very truthful about, what they want their finances to look like. This is not the most romantic of readings, I have to say, but it's it's about stability. And, when I'm asking what went wrong here, the number one problem in relationships and marriages has to do with money. So it's not surprising that that's what we're looking at here. Let's see if this is going to be fixed. All right. Look at that. We have the Two of Pentacles. I don't feel like either one of you have come to a conclusion about what to do in this situation, because there's juggling here. And like I said earlier, that's not like the Two of Wands. The Two of Pentacles is literally somebody juggling two ideas, two situations, two people. Now with this broom whip thing here, there is the possibility that, that somebody has disrupted the stability in this relationship or connection by adding another person. And that's what this juggling is about as well. Or it could be instead of. But I'm really feeling like this is more around, figuring out what each one of you feels is a stable life. Page of Wands. It's interesting that the Page of Wands comes underneath the Two of Wands and this card here, which, as we know, could be some type of lusty affair. Because Page of Wands is about exploring things sexually, okay? A new passion. So this kind of leads me to believe that somebody might be considering possibly another connection that they are very attracted to. And this could be you, okay? It certainly doesn't have to be just them. Okay, so we have the Empress. Three of Wands. And the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like, with the Empress in the center here, I feel like that's what's needed in this situation. This situation needs to be nurtured, needs to be, it needs a way to grow. And that's what the Empress is all about. And it's like there's two avenues to go in here. Like there's the fast, let's explore, new options, new people, let's move in a different direction. And then there's the direction where with Three of Wands and Four of Pentacles, let's hold back and, take a break and see where we're at in a month. I feel like there is somebody here is trying to make a major decision about which path to go. All right, so let's clarify the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles clarified by the King of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands clarified by the Ten of Cups. Ooh. Okay, so Ten of Cups is the only card that we've seen twice, so it's significant in this reading, and it feels significant. It has from the beginning, because I feel like this is about figuring out where your emotional fulfillment is, or where this other person's emotional fulfillment is. So somebody, you or your person, okay, is being very, very, I feel, generous in trying to get their way about what they want as far as Ten of Cups. The fact that this Ten of Cups came out over this Page of Wands is, you know, tells me that this person isn't really looking to, I don't feel like this person is really looking to compromise, because the King of Pentacles doesn't give anything that he doesn't want to give. Like, he has everything and he's happy to give it, but he has to want to give it. And I feel like he'll be very generous if he gets what he wants. All right, so over here we have the Magician clarifying the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is about holding back, holding on to things you've already acquired. One more. And then we have Three of Swords. All right, so I feel up here, going back, I feel up here, this is an argument about stability. But the reason it's an argument about stability or conflict about stability is because I feel with this Three of Swords, there are, unfortunately, probably three people here. Okay? And, this Two of Wands is indicating that there is, probably a choice that's been already made. Somebody is leaning in the direction of possibly somebody new. And I feel like it could be really showing that here too. Because if this Page of Wands is, wanting to explore new things with somebody, possibly in a sexual way. And again, this King of Pentacles only gives to what he wants. And he's facing this Ten of Cups, clarifying this Page of Wands, which is, this is where this person's emotional fulfillment is with something new. And again, it can be you. I'm not defining who is who in this reading. This is for you to decide. All right. I feel like it's leaning in that direction. The other person, the third person could be left with a broken heart, unfortunately. And again, this Three of Swords, indicates three people. We see it all the time. It's not for everybody. It doesn't necessarily mean it's you, okay? So for those of you who this isn't your story, then it's not your story. I feel like one person over here is left waiting for, has given their power over to somebody else to make the decision here. Up here, the decision feels a little bit more equal, but when it comes to fixing this situation, it feels like somebody has given the power to the other person to make the decision. All right? As far as this being fixed, I want to pull two Chakra Oracle cards. Okay, so we have self-worth. And I feel like it's for this person on this side, you know, recognizing your self-worth can make all the difference in how this situation plays out, and also having faith. You know, I feel like this is highly emotional, indicated by the orange, okay, which is, this feels like an emotionally charged situation. And it's like, you deserve to sit in that chair as much as anybody else. So if you're thinking that, you know, you don't have a choice here, you definitely do. And then faith is really about giving it over to the universe. You know, when there's a choice, when there's a difficult choice, okay, hand it over to the universe and allow things to unfold. I can't tell you how many times I've done that, where I've had absolute blind faith and things always work out. They really do. You know, because I don't spend my time worrying. I really don't, because I'm just not, I don't want to be in that energy. It's a terrible energy to be in. 9 of Swords, terrible energy to be in. Okay? But somebody, I feel, is headed towards that energy here. And, you know, I don't feel like it's necessary. I feel like somebody's handing over their power. And you don't have to. This whole reading could be about 2 things. It could be about a third party, or it could be about stability, or where you're going to live, or, you know, it could simply be about money and how you are going to dictate finances between the 2 of you. I'm leaning at this point towards a third party because of this 3 of Swords, what we have going on here, and these 2 10 of Cups cards here, okay? So that's what I have for you, Pisces. It's a little bit of a different reading. Again, I'm not separating who is who, and it's really for you to determine where it fits or where it doesn't fit, okay? Again, I like to do different spreads and different readings, and, you know, to bring out different messages for you guys, okay? All right, Pisces, that's what I have for you. Again, look for the November readings to come out midweek, and I will talk to you then. All right, thanks so much. Bye-bye.